Assalamu alaikum. Today I will tell you how to dispense propranolol to hemangioma patients. And as you know, the hemangioma patients are basically babies and they cannot take tablets. So we have to dispense it in a solution form. And the way to do it is, first of all, this is Indrol, and this is Indrol. It is made by ICI. It comes in different doses. The dose we are going to use today is 10 milligram because that is easier. That is actually the easiest. This is a 10 milligram tablet, and you just crush it and make it into a powder using a mortar and pestle, and just dissolve this powder in a 10 cc syringe. Sorry, I don't have a 10 cc syringe right now, so let's just imagine this is 10 cc syringe. So we will dissolve this powder in the syringe and then add water, distilled water in it, and we will make a solution of 10 cc's. So that will make 10 milligram of Indrol in 10 cc's of distilled water. So that is easy. That means 1 cc contains 1 milligram of Indrol, and similarly 3 cc means 3 milligram of Indrol, and 10 cc means 10 milligram of Indrol. So if you need to give more than 10 milligram, you can make 2 syringes like these. And this remember the dose of Indrol is propranolol is basically 1 milligram per kilogram per day, and the Rook's textbook of dermatology says that we can increase it to 2 milligram per kilogram per day in the next week. And if the patient has Faces syndrome was posterior fossa malformation, giant hemangioma, arterial and cardiac abnormalities, eye abnormalities, and sternal cleft. So if the patient has Faces syndrome or you suspect a Faces syndrome, then the dose would be 0.5 milligram per kilogram per day. And this dose is given this dose is per day, and please remember it is given in 3 divided doses. So if the baby is of 9 kilograms, the dose would be 9 milligram per day, and that would make 3 milligram of propranolol thrice daily. That is 3 milligram of propranolol or 3 ml of this solution will be given in morning, and 3 will be given at noon, and 3 will be given at night. And the way propranolol actually works is unknown, but the proposed mechanism is that it decreases the blood flow in hemangioma as it causes vasoconstriction. It also decreases the angiogenic factors in hemangioma, which results in its regression. Before starting propranolol, there are some prerequisites. We should take a complete history of the patient, complete family history, especially emphasizing on any cardiac disease if it runs in the family. Do a complete examination of the patient and see if there are any other hemangiomas besides the one you're planning to treat right now. Check the vitals of the patient and the oxygen saturation, and take photographs so we know when the hemangioma is regressing. Do an ECG, and 2D echo is only done if the heart rate is decreased, if there is any arrhythmia, or if there is family history of cardiac disease. Then we do a complete blood count, the thyroid function test, as Indrol itself is a beta blocker and decreases the heart rate. We do the complete the liver function test, the ultrasound abdomen, and the MRI brain, neck, and spine, depending on any other hemangioma that is present in the patient. On to the monitoring of propranolol. So after the first dose, if the baby is more than 3.5 kgs and there are no comorbids, then you check the blood pressure and the heart rate before the first dose, and then keep checking it for every half hours for the next 2 hours. And if the baby is less than 3.5 kg and there are known comorbids, or there is maybe family history of heart disease, then you can do the same, the blood pressure and the heart rate for continuously for half hours, for 4 hours, or maybe longer if needed. The regular monitoring of propranolol includes checking the blood pressure and the heart rate. We do it monthly for 3 months, and whenever we increase the dose to 0.5 milligram or greater. You should know that the baby is growing at a rapid rate, so we usually have to increase the dose at every month, and whenever we do that, we check the blood pressure and the heart rate. Propranolol is given for almost a year or sometime more, depending on the rate of regression, and it must also be kept in mind that it is never stopped abruptly. This beta blocker is tapered over a month. Besides propranolol, we have other treatment options. Topical timolol maleate can be given in the dose of 0.5% thrice daily. Pulse dye laser can be done, and it can be done even if the hemangioma is ulcerated. Surgery is done only if there is function impairment or the dermatologist and the plastic surgeon or the surgeon decide that surgery would result in better scar than the actual after actual regression of the hemangioma. And finally, the counseling of the parents. Parents must be told the signs of hypoglycemia because indrol causes hypoglycemia. So if there is excessive sweating or if there are signs of hypothermia, the patient or the baby is not feeding properly, there is irritability, lethargy or drowsiness, or if there is bluing of the skin or cyanosis, the parents must immediately report to the ER and tell the doctor and stop the next dose of the medication. So I hope you all learned something today. In this video, we covered the management of hemangioma and how to dispense the propranolol in hemangioma patients. I wish you good luck. Allah Hafiz.